Alright, YouTube. Yesterday, for unexplained reasons, my stream decided to die. So the progress I made yesterday was not recorded to YouTube. So I actually put it on easy too. Let's do it. But now it's on extreme again. So I played through this yesterday, but we should be back to where we were yesterday. So let's continue.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Hello. Move it. What? Are you kidding me, game?
You're not dead yet.
Come back. It's horrible combat here in the beginning. Sincerely hope it's gonna be better. It's fucking trash. Mega trash. Unresponsive. Doesn't make any sense. Blocking, yeah. This reload thing is so fucking annoying. Block? Literally just pressing the block key. And dodge. What are you doing? I don't want to jump up in the air and do all kinds of weird rolls. I want to get away. I want to unlearn all those stupid moves. Wasting my time.
It's becoming
what? What are you even talking about? What is wrong with this game? Literally clicking block. Shit.
Sure useful.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same about you, Mr. Narrator. The combat is very, very janky. It's pretty fluent and it is pretty good. But it needs. It's one of those things where they have a really sweet combat system when you're halfway through the game, and once you
built vessels called
have to play the game
to save themselves from the impending doom. But
this is kind of annoying.
Was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
See some levels here real quick. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Alright. The journey continues. Let's see here. Puzzles. Wow. So hard.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Interesting. Boom.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
Pew pew.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Out of date.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
The wheeled one.
The deep cut.
Block it. Why isn't you... What? I'm clicking block. 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 Now it's kind of working. Maybe you just need to get used to it. Sometimes it just feels uber janky. Like there, I didn't click. Back to the reload. What? Are you kidding me? I'm literally blocking. 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 I'm blocking.
Hack and slash.
Whoa. Look. Bro.
That's going to leave a mark.
I'm blocking. Come on, game. I'm It's not gonna make any sense sometimes. I'm blocking.
Now that's a flesh wound. Super effective.
Yeah, come on, block. Block him. It's so weird. It is so weird.
That's the last of them.
If
Let's talk to the wheeled one before
I want loot.
arrives. Might not need that now, but you will later.
That is good to know, Mr. Narrator. We should give a name to the narrator. Name should be.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Wherefore, where
He presents
Bring
himself
me
as
Han
out of it.
Solo.
He knows he's way
No
overdue, but he
Chanawa.
hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child. And that
What have I been doing for the past 50 years?
Your village, your Muma and Popsy
My Muma and
was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
I don't remember shit, dude. Elvis.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them,
I don't.
the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I prefer potato people.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an
Yeah,
excellent
boy.
source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
All right. I got you, fam.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Okay.
Only time will tell.
These
At
dialogue
least his
options don't matter.
intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Upgrades. Come here. look like a potato.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Bro, this is 2021.
From this day on, he'll make
aliens
nurturing
exist,
the
dude.
Pensai into
Of course
a
I have
tree
reason
of life,
to doubt.
a life goal, not only
Shouldn't
for
have
our
said like that.
village's sake, but for all
Bro,
of us. Everyone.
UFOs are real. I don't believe anything.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us.
UFOs are real.
He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples.
Raid?
Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Oh, Muma. Sinister.
He lost you there for a while, but he says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun.
End of days.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage.
Revolution.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Okay.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Hey, upgrades. Give me that. Dude.
You're getting the hang of it.
Where else to go, bro?
Quickest way out is through the roof where
I
they...
saw that when I came in. Ah, the outside. We made it out of the bunker. Woohoo!
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Sweet. Super sweet. Presented by Experiment 101. Jacob Bastviken.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Yeah, just pee on it. Let's go.
Let's see.